of You, Me, and Sicily, and on this episode we're going to go to the province of Trapani to visit Castelvetrano and the archeological park of Selinunte.
You know, as a student of antiquity, it has everything there. Really, it has everything there. It has the Greeks, it has the Romans, it has the Carthaginians, and it also has modern stuff that is just a great place to go.
Remains of those 7 temples are incredible, but first, let's go to Castelvetrano.
Let's go!
Castelvetrano, known as the city of olives and temples. It is a town in the southwest coast of Sicily, among the Balici Valley in the province of Trapani. It is important for the cultivation of olive trees and the presence of the temples of Selinunte, an ancient Greek city of the same name from the 7th century BC. The economy is based mostly on farming with the cultivation of vines and olive trees. Both Valle de Belice olive oil and table olives, Nocerella del Belice, are some of the best in the world. Thomas Asado's family owns Partana Olive Factory, with their olive farm in the heart of Castelvetrano. They produce olive oil, table olives, and other items which are sold in the United States.
It's a variety that grows only in this area, in the Valle del Belice where Partana is. And it's the unique olives that it grows only in this area in the world. There is no other place in the world where you can find the Nocellara del Belice. The olives are really famous because it's so sweet, it's bright green in color, which attract people with the color. And then when you taste it, it's so sweet, and it's been cured with really low salt. Then it's very green, sweet, and low salt. Makes totally different than any other olives.
Castelvetrano is also known for its artichokes and other vegetables. We found a great collection at this outdoor organic market.
Guarda, vede? Da mezzo chilo in su.
1 pound each. Look at that.
Bolla di Partana.
Plus, the area is known for the famous black bread made from tumminia, a durum wheat flour, one of the oldest Sicilian grains. The medieval town itself has several churches and monuments, with the first record of the noble family Tagliavia in 1299, although people lived in the area since the prehistoric times, and it's clear the Arabs also settled here earlier. At one point, Castelvetrano was one of the most opulent towns in Sicily. In fact, many of the churches you see today were built by the will of the Tagliavia family, and later the Aragona Tagliavia families, some of the best-known nobles on the island. One of the most unique churches in Castelvetrano is the richly decorated Church of San Domenico, dating back to the 1470s. It is sometimes referred to as the Sistine Chapel of Sicily. It is one of the most significant examples of Sicilian mannerism. The decorations and stuccos are stunning. One of the most important decorations is that of the Tree of Jesse behind the chapel of the choir. This is the Porta Garibaldi on Via Garibaldi, the single gate that remains among many that existed earlier in the city. First, it was called Porta di Mare because starting from this door, you can reach the sea and Selinunte. and it is a short distance from Castelvetrano. Selinunte is the largest and one of the most remarkable archaeological parks in Europe. Strategically situated near the sea between the Modion River and the Gorge di Cotoni Valley, the remains of the ancient Greek city offers a unique view of Doric art and ancient city layout. The park is divided into sections where there are the remains of temples, altars, streets, and walls of fortification. Thanks to restoration work, you can now marvel the ancient temple of Hera. The city was founded by a colony from Magada Hiblea, a Greek city already established in the present-day Augusta on the east coast of Sicily. At one point, Selinunte was one of the most flourishing Greek colonies. This is the westernmost point the Greeks settled in Sicily, and for that reason the city came into constant contact with the indigenous Elymian people in Segesta and the Carthaginians, who had acquired several territories in the west coast of Sicily. As you can imagine, sometimes this was a peaceful contact, and other times battles over land or alliances took place. In 409 BC, the Carthage warlord Hannibal destroyed Selinunte, and the area remained under their rule. A few attempts by the tyrant Dionysius of Syracuse to drive out the Carthaginians failed, and they remained under their control until the First Punic War. The Carthaginians rebuilt part of the city in the 3rd century. But then it was between the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC that Selinunte fell to the Romans and was never rebuilt. Ancient ingenuity, splendor, and elegance. Castelvetrano, another Sicilian jewel.
Questo oregano fresco?
Sì.
I gotta tell you, Alfred, for me, the Church of San Domenico was spectacular, really stunning, and those remains of the temples feel like I'm transported back in history.
If I was a director of tourism in that town, I would really promote that church that you went to, the one that they call the Sistine Chapel of Sicily. I never heard it before, but you want to know something? It is one spectacular place.
So happy to bring you Sicily with our episodes, and if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you check them all out at www.youmeandsicily.com.
Hey, if you want to have us to go into your ancestral town, give Esther a jingle. We'd love to go there.
Okay, and don't forget our Facebook, You, Me, and Sicily. See you next time. Ciao!
Peace!